All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Just decided to go live today. I'm feeling a little bit, like something needs to be said. I try to keep my videos pretty positive and stay on the positive front, but let's be honest, motivation doesn't come without its ups and downs. And there is so much noise right now, and I talk about white noise a lot, but you know, first and foremost, coming out of the office, and I was thinking about things to talk about, and we posted something on the page today that I'm going to talk about, which is purpose. But first and foremost, I'm coming out of this building, or this office right here, and you can tell it's getting a fresh paint job. Look at that. Look at that. Those hardworking folks up there giving it a facelift. But my office is cooler than yours. Anyway, I want to talk about unity. And I want to talk about purpose. Unity. Not much of that going on in the press right now. Not much of that on Facebook. A lot of keyboard warriors. A lot of folks tearing at each other and not realizing that we're in this game together. Right? This is us. There's no going anywhere. There's no, there's no way around finding a way to get through this unified. In fact, now is the greatest time in our lives where we can make a difference as a collective, and finding a way to get to commonality, even though we have differences, is the greatest form of leadership that I could think of. It's okay to have a conversation. Let's just do that, right? I've heard a lot of people say, that look like me, that say, but what do I have to bring to the conversation? Honestly, that's a coward's way out. That's how I see it. We need to be a little bit more brave than that. We need to have a little bit more courage. And we need to have that conversation. We need to get in front of each other and listen. Not listen to make a counterpoint, not listen to argue, but listen to actually actively listen and try to understand everyone's point of view. No one's right, no one's wrong. Let's just have the conversation. I don't know about you, but I grew up with a mom that could be at the wheel like this, and I'd sat always in the middle of the back seat, and mom could reach back and smack me in the mouth while in the middle of a left-hand turn. Okay? That was my mom's. And I remember one of my earliest memories, and my mom and I talked about this a couple weekends ago. I learned a new word in not kindergarten, in preschool. I learned a new word, and it was the N-word. And my mom, I got in a car, and I was really excited to share my new word with my mom. And let me tell you, I'm pretty sure she was on a left-hand turn when she smacked me in the mouth to express to me we don't use that word in our house. So that's the way I grew up, right? That's how I grew up. And I've got plenty of stories. I have a conversation with people, and so they know my heart and where I'm coming from. So when you're having the conversation, I don't care who you are, how you grew up, you have something to bring to the conversation. You have the ability to connect with people as a human being, and it's okay that you don't look a specific way or you didn't have a specific experience. We need to hear each other. We need to understand each other, and through understanding comes healing, and through that healing comes unity. It's the only way for us to maintain any semblance of civility in this world, in our world. This is our world. We need to find a way to get, I can't even think of a word. What you see on Facebook, what tears at the fabric of who we are, in my opinion, and it's just my humble opinion. I'm one guy, right? But we're better than this. We're better than what we see on the news. And I know people are hurting, man. And they need to talk about it. And people need to listen. We don't need to tear at each other. We don't need to tear each other down. We need to grow. So this is just one guy's opinion telling you that unity is important. And finally, I'm watching a lot of people mourn over the loss of Chadwick Boseman. And he meant a lot to some people, to a lot of people, some people. He meant a lot to a lot of people. But even he wasn't immune from being torn at and being talked about, especially as he was going through his private battle with cancer. He said purpose is not related to career. Purpose is not related to a job. It's related to what God put inside you and you're supposed to give to the world. Man, imagine leaving that to the world, right? He did some amazing things, like the movies that he did and the roles that he played. Not just Black Panther, but Black Panther was a big deal, and the King of Wakanda left us with a pretty good message by keeping his battle private and fighting it, and telling people not to judge, right? So let's find our purpose. Let's find our way back to unity. Let's find our way to find common ground. I had an awesome conversation with somebody today about being okay with not agreeing, and being adults and sitting in a room and sharing thoughts and feelings. It's a fantastic conversation with a brother. It really doesn't matter what we look like. It's who we are on the inside. If we can find a way to get to unity, get our purpose, and move to a place where it doesn't really matter who you are, it's the content of your character. I always go back to Martin Luther King. We are in this together. He said that, and I have a dream. It's the content of our character. Not the color of our skin. Love each other. Find a way. This is an amazing country. I'm proud to serve. I'm proud to be here. I'm really excited about this journey on Motivate. But to watch us tear ourselves apart, we're so much better than this. We have a long way to go to be amazing, but the potential, it's a great country. It's a great country. And the potential that every single human being in this country has is just amazing. Imagine what we can do if we find a way to unity and love each other. I'm going to tell you right now, I love you. Mean it. Motivate.